Hey there, I'm Nikki Knight and welcome to my video on customer retention and how good customer retention can actually double your profits. Yes, and it doesn't take a lot of work. I have a super easy strategy that both CAM models and content creators can use, and let's get started. If this is your first time hanging out with me, then I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and why I'm here. My entire goal, my objective, like the whole reason I exist in this space, is to help you make more money. That's it. I want to level the playing field and I want everyone to have the same chances to make money so we can all succeed together. Because when one of us does well and we create a wonderful experience for our customers, the next person is going to do well because that trust it keeps getting passed on and on. So when one's good, we're all good. And that's really why I'm here. So it is my pleasure to present this strategy to you. I had a wonderful time writing it, and I've been in the industry for over 10 years, and I really take my time researching these things and asking experts and doing my, crossing my T's and dotting my I's so that you know that when you watch any of my content or read any of my articles, you really are getting the best information that's out there. I've created multiple training areas for multiple different sites like CAM platforms, content creator platforms. I've dealt with toys, I've built websites. I've been featured in many different mainstream publications, and maybe you've even seen me speak at a show. So if you do see me, come and say hi. I'd love to say hi back. I'd love to say hi back. Now here's my retention strategy. Communicating, engaging, and rewarding. Pretty simple. Now I'm going to go through this and break it down. First, I'm going to start with what do I actually mean by these things? Now, communicating, this is considering our customer experience. How we speak to people in our bios. How are we communicating our services? What people can expect when they deal with us? How are we talking to them? Where are we writing these things? Is it clear? Do they understand? Have we set clear boundaries and expectations, right? And also how and where we communicate these things I'm going to go over. Now, engaging. Engaging, what I mean by that is not just talking to your customers, but really where you're talking to your customers. So there's different platforms that you can actually speak to someone. So instead of relying on, your platform only or social media, which can be kind of hit or miss. And as we all know, the rules change every 5 seconds. So it's really a good idea to have a separate space where you speak to your customers and you don't make the super huge mistake that's very common for us to we lose people. There's this giant gap in our engagement with our customers where we lose so many people in the sales cycle. And it's simply because we leave it up to our platforms or social media to be the only way that we engage with people. And I'm going to teach you some really great ways to, work smarter, not harder, and get a lot of these things done using a ChatGPT. Now, rewarding, this is, I'm talking about loyalty programs. A lot of us spend most of our time trying to figure out new ways to incentivize new customers to keep subscribing. That's great. You always want to do that. But there's a huge part of your clientele that's already there. So loyalty programs, gamification, and incentivizing people to continue to purchase that's just going to make your business and your earnings grow and grow. So yeah, this is just something that I know a lot of us overlook. And if you focus mostly on getting return customers, you're increasing the amount of money that every single customer spends when they're with you over their lifetime. Now, say that you have 50 customers and you increase every single one of those customers by $20 each. That's not even that much. And that turns out to be quite a bit of money. So it's a really good idea to focus on the people who are already here. Now, before we do anything, I want you to consider your customer's experience. Experience is everything. And I want you to, go through your customer experience. Even pair up with another content creator and have them, go through your bio, try and see if there's a flow. If you're, are you directing people to one place, a million places? If they go somewhere, are the messages the same? If they try and DM you on a platform, do they get an answer or no? So picture yourself as a potential customer trying to contact you. Where would they do it? How and where would they even know to go? Pretend you just purchased and spent tokens in a live stream and the show has ended. How do you feel? Well, if I tipped and then it just ended and then it was gone, I'd be like, well, what happened? Maybe did that person get a message back thanking them? If you're a content creator and you just purchased content from a model's platform, do I have any idea how, when, and where I can expect my content? These are things that are really going to establish trust right from the get-go, simply by how we communicate on our bios, in our auto messages, just in ways that we communicate our services and where people can contact us right from the start. It makes a massive difference. So here's some case studies. This one is my favorite. Loyal customers, meaning existing customers, are 5 times more likely to purchase again. 5 times. So if you have customers that are purchasing customers, please go and focus on them. Go and engage them. They're 5 times more likely to purchase than any new person. That just seems easier, doesn't it? 80% of customer-centric companies reported an increase in earnings. Now, what's a customer-centric company? Somebody that does exactly what I just suggested. They go through their customer experience and they see it from their customers' eyes. Cam models record your show and watch it. Content creators, watch your own videos, right? You should be watching these things, because if you're going to be asking people for money, you need to know what your tippers see. You need to know what your spenders see. So then you can improve this experience and make it feel seamless, warm, genuine. Not that you're not genuine, but when someone wants to talk or someone has questions and they can't get a hold of you or they don't even know how, it's hard for you and it's hard for them. 84% of companies that work to improve their customer experience report an increase in revenue. Customers are 4 times more likely to refer a friend to the company if they've already purchased. These are stats that you just cannot ignore. Boundaries and expectations. Setting up your customer relationship. Now, setting boundaries and expectations, obviously, this just makes life easier for everyone and it helps us manage our own workload. Something that I know a lot of us suffer from is wanting to do everything, be everything to everyone. This is impossible. It just is impossible. There's just no way. So when we don't set these boundaries and we ourselves are trying to talk in every single DM that we have, we're trying to be there even on our days off. We don't communicate our own needs to our customers. I know some people might think that it's losing money or missing out on money. No. This is an endurance game. You need the longevity. And if you don't plan your rest, you're just walking right into a burnout. So boundaries are super important for your own mental health, which is more important than everything. And also it's just going to help your customers really understand how to engage with you. And it's going to make them better too, because sometimes they just don't know, right? Especially if they're new. So your social bio say no DMs. Maybe you have an auto message, in Instagram. I don't actually DM here, but you can message me here. Interest page on your website that outlines what a new sub can expect from your session. Your fan bio has a full breakdown of what subscribing will get you and when you will answer messages with the time zone. So putting your own time zone is a big deal here. I answer messages between this time and this time PST. Cool. And if you're saying that you're from someone else, just kind of be mindful. Set an alarm for when that time zone is. Posting an online schedule, and this doesn't have to be super thorough. You could simply say, I'm here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, evening around PST time zone, evenings. It does not have to be super to the minute, just something that lets people know where you are. Including your welcome or including your schedule in welcome messages. Communicating when you're available next through different channels, many different channels, and informing customers how long they can expect to wait for a reply. I usually reply to all messages within 24 hours, stuff like that. Communication and engagement strategy. Creating a space where you're always on your client's mind. Now, creating a space where you can keep in contact with your customers is key to building a trusting relationship where your fans can always engage with you. Now, where do I mean? I mean, well, not social media, not your platforms now, because when we wait for people to log into social and log onto our adult platforms, we are waiting forever. So having things like an email, a Discord, a Telegram, these are so much easier. You end up having to do less social media, to be honest, because you are there really working and just really working with your customer base. You're building a community, and that's huge. So don't think of this as more work. It's actually a lot easier. Now let's look at some case studies. So according to HubSpot, 82% of customers expect an immediate response from businesses. Okay. So when someone's messaging you, say you have 55 platforms and you're advertising all of them, and I understand why you do. Someone says, okay, I'm going to go way over here, but you only go there sometimes. And that person sits there for like over a week. You might message them back, but good luck hearing a reply from them. 67% of repeat customers spend an average of 67% more than new customers. That is a massive, massive number. And a 5% increase in customer retention, just 5%, can build and translate into a 25 to 50% jump in profits. That is a very little bit of work for a lot of return. Now, when I say, why are we doing these other platforms? Why aren't we waiting for our stuff? Okay, here's a couple other reasons why having people in a community, like a Telegram channel, and it's a channel. Telegram channels, you just post, people see. They can write a comment, but it's not even a two-way conversation. A Discord, where it's more like a forum where you can set up different channels for your users to engage with each other, so it's not always you entertaining people. An email list, you are like, you send it to them, right? It can be from a no reply. So it's not even like you have to engage in these big back and forth conversations. They're just, you are informing them constantly. Why do this? Well, customers forget our usernames all the time. All the time. We get our social medias taken down. We switch platforms. They get attracted by our competition and leave us. They miss our social posts. We get shadow banned on social. We have too many platforms to manage and messages fall through the cracks. This is the hole I'm talking about. What communication channel should I use? Now, I briefly went over this. Telegram, you can set up a large group chat if you want to, but again, I would do a Telegram business where you have opening hours and you have, a bio that says, hey, this is when I reply. You can even have away messages. So if someone is trying to message you or tag you, you can say, hey, I'm actually not around. I'll be back in a little bit. Here's a fun game to play while I'm gone, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just letting them know what's going on. And then, of course, when you come back, yay, joyous return. Channels act as a one-way where you put content in, people can reply in comments or react, but very, very low maintenance there. Discord. It is a bit of a learning curve with a Discord, yes, but it is a huge forum and you can set up games, different channels that for memes, content, just different things that give your fans other things to engage with and interact with while they're there. So it's not always on your shoulders. And it's just like, you can go live there, you can do special events there, you can really have it's your own little website. It's really great. You can do a subreddit as well, but subreddit is a little bit, the bar for entry is a little bit higher because you have to build up your karma and stuff like that. So Reddit's a little bit more difficult, but still, if you're into it, very, very useful. And then emails. Classic. Everyone has emails. People keep their email addresses for freaking years. I still have my email address from like a billion years ago. So they have them forever, and they are private and they are discreet. Now, what type of messages should I send? Choose a hobby, share it with them. Weekly recap of your adventures. Raffles, contests for this group only. Post updates about yourself, birthday, life updates, celebrate achievements, notify people of your schedule and upcoming events, drop in blooper reels, monthly newsletter, conduct polls, gather info, and just, do things with them in these channels or share things with them that you wouldn't necessarily share in other places, just to make it feel more special. So they really do feel like they're getting kind of like the inside scoop, if you will. And what is ChatGPT? Oh, wonderful ChatGPT. So you do not have to spend tons and tons of time doing all of these things. Now, ChatGPT has really evolved recently, and there's even other, adult flavored, ChatGPT style things that can help you with something a little bit more adult themed. But what it is, it's a magical robot that actually speaks for you. So you can tell it what you want it to say in like a rough this, in the kind of tone. It'll print you something and you can refine it down and even just use it as inspiration. You don't have to copy paste it if it doesn't feel like you, but it can be really, really great for doing, let's see, writing your tweets, lists of tweet ideas, Instagram post ideas, replies to emails, DMs, comments, private messages, help improve existing copy that you've written, get rid of writer's block, suggest video titles, write newsletters, even write captions for videos, so many different things. Like it can just really be a lifesaver and really prevent brain drain, which is real. Here is an example. So again, there are more, adult flavored ChatGPT style programs out there, and you're more like, please, they're very easy to find. There's some wonderful people out there who have their own, which is great. But if you're just using plain old free ChatGPT, make sure that you use language that is more like safe for work, and you can kind of get away with anything. And yeah, saying my live stream, no one has to know that that's a cam stream. But I mean, there's YouTubers and there's influencers, so this works. Write 5 tweets telling fans to enjoy my live stream. I'll just read the first one. Hey everyone, join me for my live stream today at Time, where I'll be sharing some exclusive behind the scenes content. Don't miss out. Live stream, exclusive content behind the scenes. Ready to hang out with me and chat about all things blah? Join my live stream today at blah and let's have some fun. Okay, that was 2. Here's a good prompt. Write a 200-word newsletter in a friendly tone, letting fans know I've been filming content. So sorry, I've been away and I'll be back soon. You can literally copy paste this and put it into ChatGPT, and a prompt, basically all that is, it's an instruction. So that's all that anyone means when they say a ChatGPT prompt. It is not some huge technical thing. Yes, there are huge technical ones, but this is an example of a very simple one, and this is what I got. Hey there. Hope you're doing well. I wanted to take a moment to reach out and let you know what I've been up to. I know I've been quiet on social media and other channels lately, but I promise I haven't forgot about you. Truth is, I've been hard at work filming new content that I can't wait to share with you. It's been an exciting process, but it has to be taken a blah, 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 right? So you can take this and kind of, you it up a little bit, like take out anything that just doesn't really sound like you. If you use certain slang, or if there's one sentence you're like, I would never say it like that. So you can take even just the bones of this and live your life. It is a lifesaver. But like I said, there are absolutely limitations. So here, write 5 tweets inviting people to reach out and connect for a date. Nope, it will not do that. So any kind of in-person stuff, anything that is too explicit, pornography, adult content themed in any which way, actually, it's going to give you some big like, But again, there are wonderful alternatives out there. Now, let's put this strategy into practice. Rewarding loyalty, lengthening customer lifestyle or life cycle. The first thing I want to talk about is this one is so overlooked, it's insane, and this is the easiest thing to do. The power of thank you. Saying thank you is the easiest way to build a relationship, show respect for your users' money, have people come back, have them become return customers because they feel like they just feel respected. It feels nice. They said thank you. It is the ultimate way to start building a very large community of people who are loyal fans and customers that just really appreciate the thank you. So they don't feel like a human ATM. It's huge. Like, I love it when I get thank you notes. Say I order something off the internet and I get a, even on the invoice, thank you, Nikki, da-da-da. Boom, love it. Love it. Thank yous. Retention rates are a full 50% better among customers who receive a thank you note. That is insane. That's insane. Like, there's no reason that we all shouldn't say thank you. And I'm going to say thank you when you do it and you feel so much better. And I just see and hear your success because you're going to just be so happy. And that's going to make me happy. Now let's talk a little bit about gamification. Now, what is gamification? I'm sure you may have heard this, and yes, technically it is a video game, but gamification is the practice of applying game design elements and game principles to a non-game context. As a strategy, it motivates people to continue a behavior, and it influences people to, do the action that you want them to do. So here's an example. Loyalty programs. Ice cream. Buy 7 ice creams, get 1 ice cream free. It's crazy how much that actually makes people do stuff. I collect points like crazy, and I will 100% wait until there's bonus points times, anything like that, any kind of point system, loyalty system, reward system, right? Here's some examples that you can use. Track tippers and send exclusive content once they have tipped 10 shows or more. Maybe after they buy 5 or 10 videos, they get the next one for free or at a discount. I'm going to say discount, not free. After a certain number of months subscribing to your fan club, they get access to certain content or receive an additional percentage off of future purchases. Rewarding people who've been there for a while, and make it hard. Like, don't make these things, they shouldn't be super low bars. They shouldn't be really low entry because, believe it or not, that actually cheapens it and that makes them kind of worthless. So it's fine if it's a little bit that they have to work to get to these things. Trust me, they will appreciate it more. And when they get it, they're going to feel a certain type of way that they're almost going to feel like the champion of the room. It's very true. After a certain number of private show minutes, you record a short custom clip or they receive an exclusive clip. Create buzz for your loyalty program by giving your loyalty program members a name so they feel included in a club. Incentivizing. Now, here are some very easy examples of how you can incentivize people. Offer a discount or item in exchange for customers to give you their email. Record a different, unique angle of your live stream or recorded content and send as a clip to tippers or customers as a thank you. Ask new subscribers to like videos they love for a free pick. This one's really good if you're really trying to build up likes or engagement on a new page. Someone subscribes, you know what? now that you're here, I want to know a little bit more about you. I'd really love it if you went and, looked at all my content. If you see something that turns you on, can you just give it a like? I definitely will be able to see which one you choose, and then I'll get to know a little bit more about you. And I mean, once you reach X number, and if you do 10, then you can expect a little prize in your inbox, right? Offer loyal customers access to exclusive events. Give loyal customers the ability to do last-minute bookings or possibly book on days where others are not allowed. Give them something, a VIP feeling. Now, we've already come to the end of this retention strategy, and I hope that this kind of really drives home the, idea that it doesn't have to be crazy hard. I know when we say strategy or all these ridiculous sales words, it can feel like just a whole bunch more work. But once you start getting in the habit of using these things and it becomes part of your strategy or part of your product or your service or just how you conduct your business, the benefits are so huge that it won't feel like work. You'll actually get the earnings that you deserve and that you're really looking for. So you'll be excited to do it. Your customers are going to be a lot happier and you're not going to have to worry about losing them as much. And all this is just going to create you're going to be in a better headspace because you actually get to see the fruits of your labor. And I'm not going to say that, no, you're never going to lose a customer again, or tomorrow you're going to be a billionaire. But when you start doing this, I promise if you are consistent, stick with it. And it will not take long before you start to see a very big difference in the way that customers treat you, how they engage with you on posts, in your fan club, in your cam shows, and again, your earnings. They will increase. It's been proven time and again. So please try these at home. They were meant for that. And I would love to hear all of your feedback. I would love to hear all of your success from this. Please do not hesitate to reach out. You can reach me on my website, Twitter, my Instagram, comment on something. Again, I never DM on Instagram because it's usually full of stupid spam, but definitely Twitter, definitely email, which again is all on my website. But I cannot wait to hear, or just tweet me. I can't wait to hear how this affects you in the most positive ways. And if you have a question, reach out. I'm more than happy to help. Thank you for listening. And thanks for visiting my site. Thanks for visiting my socials and engaging with me. And I look forward to seeing all your success in the future. Bye. Yikes.